A very good evening. From stories around the world to stories here at home, this is the National News Broadcast. I'm Vidushni Satish Kumar.
A very good evening indeed. I'm Charita Minipurarachi and here are today's headlines. The President says it is the responsibility of the people's representatives to act in a manner in which the aspirations of the people are fulfilled. The first foreign investment project of the new government is worth $250 million. Parliamentarians of the United National Party opposed the medical directive on transferring Dr. Rajitha Senaratne to the prison hospital. An island-wide program to clean the coastal areas. The student who secured the island-wide first place in the technology stream without even being in possession of a computer. Resident in Victoria evacuated to safe locations as bushfires rage in Australia.
In your local stories this evening, President Gotabaya Rajapaksa says it is the responsibility of the people's representatives to act in a manner in which the aspirations of the people are fulfilled. He further states to achieve this objective, the contribution of the local government bodies is a timely need. The President expressed these views at a gathering held with the participation of the heads of municipal councils, urban councils and Pradesha Sabhas at the President's house last evening. The President expressed his thanks to the chairpersons and representatives of local government bodies who were a strength at ground level in securing victory at the presidential election. President Gotabaya Rajapaksa said the people gave them victory with a lot of expectations and they need to meet with those expectations. The President said when they lost in 2015, they had directed the country on a large development path. He says back then the economy was at a strong position. He also says investors had a special trust in the country. However, he alleged due to adverse publicity as of then, they lost and over the past 5 years, the country suffered a setback. The President says they need to learn a lesson. The President observed back then the current Premier Mahinda Rajapaksa was the most popular politician and the country was on the path of development. However, regardless of everything, the people rejected them. The President noted they need to understand the reasons that led to their defeat and carry forward their future plans. Otherwise, it will not be possible to take forward the achieved victory. The President also said the 19th Amendment of the Constitution introduced by the previous government has brought about large crises in governing the country. He says they need to be scrapped and for that purpose they need a strong parliament. Thereafter, they have to go for the provincial council elections. The President says they need to secure massive victories at these elections. He says such victories are possible. However, an equal dedication to that of the President is needed. The President says they have a big challenge to rebuild the economy and recommence stalled development. He observes if confidence in the government can be built, it will be possible to bring in investors.
කරන්නට ඕන. ඒ වගේම මේ සුළු කාලය තුල අපි කොහොමද ක්‍රියා කරන්න කියන එක ජනතාව බලාගෙන ඉන්නවා. ඒ වගේම අපිට ලොකු අභියෝගයක් තියෙනවා. අපේ ආර්ථිකය නැවතත් ගොඩ ගන්නට ඕන. අඩාල වුණු සංවර්ධන නැවතත් ආරම්භ කරන්නට ඕනි. අපේ රජය ගැන විශ්වාසය තහවුරු කරොත් අපිට පුළුවන් වෙනවා ආයෝජකයන් ගෙන එන්නට. පසුගිය කාලය තුල ව්‍යාපාරිකයන් කඩා වැටුණා සෑම ශේෂ්ත්‍රයකම ඒ හරහා රැකියා නැති වුණා. මොකද අපිට දැන් අභියෝගයක් තිබෙනවා නැවතත් මේ පුද්ගලික අංශයේ ව්‍යාපාරිකයන් දිරිමත් කළා ආයෝජකයන් දිරිමත් කළා රැකියාවන් නිෂ්පාදනය කරන්නට. ඒ රැකියාවන් හරහා ආර්ථිකය ඉදිරියට ගෙනියන්නට.
Prime Minister Mahinda Rajapaksa and a group of ministers and parliamentarians were present at the gathering.
And meanwhile, the Ministry of Finance, Economic and Policy Development states as a foreign investment of the new government, a project of $250 million will be implemented. The investment will be done by perennial state holdings. Under this project, a 30-storied commercial tower will be constructed at Baladakshamavata in a 3-acre plot of land between Beverley and the Shangri-La Hotel. In addition, 700 housing units will be constructed. The complex will accommodate retail and food outlets as well. Cabinet approval was received for the proposal put forward in this regard by Prime Minister Mahinda Rajapaksa within his capacity as Minister of Finance, Economic and Policy Development. The land space required for the project will be granted to the company on rent basis. The Minister of Finance, Economic and Policy Development states the government will receive $43 million in rent payment.
Former Minister Dr. Rajit Senaratne, who was to be transferred to the prison's hospital at Valikata today, will continue to receive treatment at the same private hospital due to his condition of high blood pressure and stress. The medical officer at the prison's hospital, upon examining Dr. Senaratne yesterday, stated that he is in a position to be transferred to the prison's hospital. Former Minister Dr. Rajit Senaratne, who was remanded until tomorrow by Colombo Additional Magistrate Shalini Pereira in connection with the controversial White Van press conference. Dr. Senaratne, who was not available over a few days, was admitted to a private hospital in Narayanpeta a few days ago. This morning, an ambulance had arrived to transfer him to the prison's hospital. However, as a number of parliamentarians and lawyers opposed the move, he was not transferred. The prison superintendent also visited the hospital this evening to look into the inability of transferring Dr. Senaratne to the prison's hospital. The hospital doctors had stated that the former minister suffers from high blood pressure and stress. Thereafter, the prison superintendent left the location.
Former Minister Partly Champika Ranaweka, who has been released on bail, appeared before the Colombo Crimes Divisions today. This was upon an order given by Colombo Additional Magistrate Kanchana Niranjana de Silva. The former minister had been ordered to report to the Colombo Crimes Division on the last Sunday of every month between 9 a.m. to 12 noon. Former Minister Ranaweka was released on the 24th of this month upon a cash bail of 25,000 rupees and two sureties of 500,000 rupees each. This was in connection with the hit and run murder accident that took place in Rajagiri area. After appearing before the CCD, the former minister expressed his views to the media. Former Minister Partly Champika Ranaweka said the current situation will be explained at a media briefing to be held. He further stated, regardless of what is reported of the media, the people will understand as to who is right.
An all-island coast cleaning program commenced from the Crow Island coast at Mattakulia under the patronage of Army Commander Shavendra Silva this morning. Around 1,000 military persons and officials of the Army joined in the program initiated by the Sri Lanka Army. The program was underway from Point Pedro to Dondra Head throughout today. It was significant to note the two daughters of the Army Commander also involved in the endeavour. Sri Lanka has been identified as the 5th country that disposes plastic waste to the ocean. Therefore, the public are requested to refrain from disposing waste, including plastics, to the ocean. The cleaning task along the coasts of Galle, Dadala, Gintote and Mahamodur commenced this morning. Around 500 Army personnel participated. Major General Palita Fernando, who heads the 58th Division of the Army, also joined in the program. The cleaning task of a stretch of 10 kilometers of the Kirinda coast also took place this morning. A correspondent reports that the area had been vastly unclean. Around 200 Army personnel joined the cleaning task. Cleaning the coast in the Akkarepattu area of Ampara took place today with the participation of 400 army personnel. A stretch of 35 kilometers from Thambeliwil to Periyanilavane was cleaned. The coast of the Kinniya Kandali Ladu Utru area of Trincomalee was cleaned with the participation of the army and the residents of the area. A correspondent reports a large quantity of plastic and polythene waste was removed. A coast cleaning program was underway in the Mullaitivu area as well under the guidance of the army, at which over 700 army personnel contributed. The Mullaitivu Defence Commander Major General H.J. Senaviratne and Brigadier W.L.P.W. Pereira of the 59th Division joined in the program. Meanwhile, in line with the 69th anniversary of the Sri Lanka Navy, a coast cleaning program was conducted at Gullface Green. Navy Commander Vice Admiral Pierre de Silva and a group of Navy personnel, including those holding high positions and other portfolios in the Navy, joined in the cleaning program.
And a rally was held in Anuradhapura town under the patronage of Deputy Leader of the United National Party, Parliamentarian Sajith Premadasa today. The rally was held to express gratitude to the voters who supported MP Sajith Premadasa at the presidential election. The rally was organised by Parliamentarian Chandrani Bandara. Deputy Leader of the United National Party, Parliamentarian Sajith Premadasa, called to mind that he conceded defeat and resigned from the deputy leadership of the party. He noted designations are impermanent and there is no need to cause divisions all because of designations. He observed victory has many fathers, however defeat is an orphan, and they have all got used to finger-pointing politics. Therefore, he says they accept the responsibility and the accountability of the defeat. MP Premadasa also noted the expectation of the public need to be represented at each electorate, and if the representation is not seen, the party will face serious challenges in the present context and also in the future.
Employees of Sri Lanka Transport Board say they will commit themselves to transform the CTB into a profit-making entity. They expressed these views when Minister Mahinda Amarveera joined in an observation visit of the CTB depot at Tangol. The employees of the depot also presented a set of proposals for the minister. Minister Mahinda Amarveera said the president is working very efficiently and is making a lot of sacrifices without even claiming privileges. Therefore, Minister Amarveera said he is also preparing to emulate the president. Commenting on the Tangol depot, the minister said board papers will be forwarded to declare the Tangol depot as a model depot and the required facilities will be provided. He further stated in order to strengthen the Sri Lanka Transport Board, it is necessary to uplift the privileges enjoyed by CTB employees to the level enjoyed by other public servants. The minister said on the part of the government, they will undertake the necessary tasks to facilitate this task. For this, he called on the employees to provide a quality service.
Minister of Agriculture, Land and Mahavela Development Shamal Rajapaksa says the people-centric projects launched by the previous administration are well taken forward. The minister expressed these comments joining in the 30th anniversary of the Hambantota Women's Association. Steps have been taken to commence the cultivation of drumsticks in the Monoragala and Vallavai areas from the 2nd of January next year. As there is a high demand for the leaves of the drumstick tree, the crop will be grown under the program to commence the cultivation of crops endemic to certain areas. Minister of Agriculture, Lands and Mahavela Development Chamal Rajapaksa says if there is a productive task that was carried out by the previous administration, it will be taken forward. The minister says such tasks need to be taken forward regardless of those who take us over and with amendments if necessary. He notes if such endeavours are halted, the loss will be borne by the entire country and the future generation. Elaborating on the initiative on cultivating drumsticks, the minister said the intent to cultivate the crop in an extent of 300 to 500 acres. The minister noted drumsticks are highly nutritious and their leaves have a high demand, whilst medicinal pills are also being manufactured.
The Department of Examination states certificates of the GCE Advanced Level Examination can be ordered online. Commissioner General of Examinations Sanat Pujsa says, in addition, certificates can be ordered from the one-day service and the regular service of the Department of Examinations from tomorrow. Commissioner General of Examinations Sanat Pujita explained it is possible to log into the official website of the Department of Examinations and order the certificate upon making payments through credit card or debit card. A fee of 600 rupees is charged for the issuance of the certificate and 200 rupees is charged for the postal cost. The ordered certificate will be delivered to the residents within 48 hours. The Commissioner General notes, instead of coming all the way to Colombo to obtain the certificate, the online facility is the best option, especially for students in far-off areas. The certificates are sent through speed mail, whilst for students residing overseas, the certificates will be sent through EMS. In addition, from tomorrow onwards, it will be possible to obtain certificates from the Department of Examinations during office hours.
And advanced level results released a few days ago have once again revealed that success can be attained through hard work and effort even amidst hardships. This item is about a few students who obtained excellent results. The island-wide first place of the technological stream was secured by DM Nisansala Sanjeevani of the Bibila Madagama National School. It is reported she achieved this victory without even owning a computer. In addition, the all-island 6th place and 18th place in the stream was secured by US Shanika Sabanmali and HM Takshila Madhuvanti of the same school. Principal of the Bibila Madagama National School, Indrani Bandara, says the students engaged in their studies amidst many hardships. The house in which Nisansala Sanjeevani, who secured island first place, is residing in a severely dilapidated state. Meanwhile, the district-wide first place in the bio stream was secured by Fatima of Zaira College, Renkamali. Fatima, whose father is a labourer in manufacturing bricks, is a resident of Muthur. Even though poor, she has been able to secure the district first rank in the bio stream through effort and dedication.
Meanwhile, Richmond College Gaul has been successful in securing the district first rank in all 4 streams at the GCE Advanced Level Examination. The district first rank was secured by Nadun Sasanka Kumara Singha, who sat for the exam in the mathematics stream through the old syllabus, YT Edru Singha, who sat for the exam in the commerce stream through the new syllabus, Pavindu Jayasekara of the bioscience stream under the new syllabus, and Isuru Randila Bandara of the mathematics stream under the new syllabus.
And meanwhile, the Colombo Crimes Division has arrested the individual who threatened the principal of a prestigious school in Moratuwa by pretending to be an advisor to the president. The suspect, who was produced before the Moratuwa courts, was remained until the 9th of next month. The police say the suspect was arrested on the charge of impersonation, verbal abuse, threatening and assault. The suspect, by the name of Sriyananda Tisadi Alvis, is a resident of Moratuwa. Officer in charge of Colombo Crimes Division, Chief Inspector Neville De Silva, says an extensive investigation is being carried out into the incident.
A discussion was held between the All Ceylon Samudra Managers Association and Minister Pavitra Wanyarachi, at which it is reported speedy solutions have been received for a number of unresolved issues with the mediation of the minister. The discussion was held at the auditorium of the Department of Samudra Development at Sitsiripaya, at which a number of unresolved issues of some of the managers were discussed. Salary arrears and transport allowances were also discussed. The minister instructed the relevant officials to calculate the salaries in arrears and provide a report. The Samudra Managers Association pointed out a number of pending issues, which included the compilation and approval of a service constitution, the granting of pensions, the approval to be obtained for communication and acting assignment allowances, and resolving administrative issues at some of the banks. Minister Pavitra Wanyarachi instructed the officials to take steps to strengthen the internal auditing process.
14 Indian fishermen found violating the maritime zone of Sri Lanka were apprehended by the Navy yesterday. 3 trawlers were seized by the Navy. The fishermen were apprehended in the sea areas north of the Delft Island. They are reported between 20 to 70 years of age. The Sri Lankan Navy is constantly patrolling the sea areas to nab fishermen found violating the maritime boundary and smugglers. A woman who had Kerala cannabis and liquor in her possession was apprehended by the Navy yesterday. This was in a joint raid carried out by the police special task force in the Selvanagar area of Kilinochchi. Items used to brew liquor were also seized, whilst around 2 kilograms of Kerala cannabis were discovered. The suspect has been handed over to the Kilinochchi police.
Veteran television and radio presenter Beverley passed away. He was 72 years of age at the time of demise. The remains lied at the Jayaratna funeral parlour in Baralla, whilst the funeral took place at the Baralla cemetery this evening. Beverley, who graduated from the University of Colombo, has been a significant performer at a number of institutions. He joined the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation in 1973 and presented a number of programs in the English medium. He has also presented a number of popular programs on television in the 1980s and 90s.
And your sports news, it's cricket. Youth opening batsman Sadun Veerakodi says his objective is to represent the national cricket team once again. He is the fastest century hitter on the local pitch. And inter-club encounters, Sadun Veerakodi represent the SSC club. He succeeded in scoring a fastest century in one-day games played these days. In the encounter against the BRC team, he scored a century in 6.3 overs, which includes 10 fours and 9 sixes. Sadun, who ventured into cricket at the Kandy Ampetiya College, subsequently representing the Kandy Dharmaraja College team. He represented the country at international level in 2017.
Now in your weather forecast, the Met Department says that a fair weather will prevail over most parts of the island, including the sea areas. The Met Department added that misty conditions can be expected at some places in western, central and Sabaragama provinces during the morning hours. The sea areas extending from Mannar to Colombo via Puttalam, and the sea areas extending from Galle to Pothuil via Hambantota can be fairly rough at times, as the wind speed can increase up to 50 kilometers per hour at times.
And with that, we conclude tonight's news. Do it just tomorrow at the very same time. Good night.
Good night.